Welcome to ETUK's The World This Week, but funnier.
All right, people, buckle up. Welcome to your weekly dose of global insanity, served with a side of sarcasm. We are blasting through December 6th to the 12th to bring you the wildest, weirdest headlines from the absolute circus tent we call planet Earth.
You heard it. Let's just dive right in, because this week was a lot. We've got political faceplants, tech titans throwing tantrums, and just a whole bunch of stuff that makes you go, wait, what? So let's get to it.
First up, the world of politics, which this week felt less like a carefully orchestrated ballet and more like a full-blown food fight in the middle of a circus. Seriously, somebody forgot to bring the diplomacy, and things got messy. Yeah, so Russia decided to throw a, let's call it a drone party all over Ukraine, hitting critical infrastructure. They basically dive-bombed Kyiv into darkness, knocked out a huge rail hub, and caused so much chaos that NATO jets had to scramble over in Poland just in case. And just look at the numbers here. We're talking 653 of these angry mechanical mosquitoes, not to mention 51 missiles on top of that. It was just a gigantic swarm of nope designed to cause as much mayhem as humanly possible.
Meanwhile, the so-called ceasefire in Gaza turned out to be, not so much a ceasefire. Israel's advance has now swallowed up 58% of the entire strip, creating these green hours zones you see here, and leaving the red rubble realms for pretty much everyone else. Mediators are now saying the whole thing is right on the brink of collapse.
Oh, but wait, there's more. While all that was happening, U.S. dealmakers are already carving up the contracts for Ukraine's post-war makeover. The Supreme Court is scratching its head over the 14th Amendment thanks to Trump. Australia just banned social media for anyone under 16. Germany brought back the draft, and surprise, people are protesting. Romania's election got totally hacked. And oh yeah, Congress just dropped 95,000 Epstein files, which is gonna be a whole thing.
Okay, moving on. Let's check in on the world of science and tech, where the brainiacs were battling, the gadgets were going haywire, and some major discoveries basically blew up in our faces.
The main event this week, the great AI showdown. You had OpenAI dropping GPT 5.2, screaming, "It's the best ever." Apparently, it just destroyed every test it took. But then, Google's Gemini 3 comes back swinging, shouting, "No, we're the kings." It was like watching two super nerds in a heavyweight title fight for robot supremacy.
And get this, all that stuff you learned about human evolution? You might want to throw it out. Scientists found a 3.4 million-year-old foot fossil that proves we had some tree-swinging relatives walking around, which basically flips our entire family tree upside down. Back to the drawing board, everyone.
Oh, this is cool. Turns out our bodies have their own secret weapon for our brains called spermine. Yeah, I know, but it's like a secret sauce for your synapses, a built-in booster that helps fight off Alzheimer's. Who knew we had a superpower hiding inside us this whole time?
And the science weirdness just kept coming. A 430 million-year-old leech just pushed its own origin story back by 200 million years. DNA from our ancient cousins, the Denisovans, was basically a survival cheat code for early Americans. There's a new squishy widget that could wire our brains for new senses. We're studying cat brains to fight Alzheimer's. And some university in Finland has a 4 million euro twirly laser. I don't know what it is, but I want one.
All right, time to talk about the important stuff. Food. And this week was an absolute festival of feasting. And frankly, some pretty weird cultural moments. Hope you're hungry.
So, the New York Times released its list of the 23 best dishes in America for 2025. And, wow, we're talking picadillo mac and cheese in San Antonio that sounds absolutely incredible, and an asparagus tostada in Nashville that they say has a crunch like Fiesta fireworks. My stomach is rumbling just thinking about it.
And here's your big food trend for 2025, paper wine bottles. No, I'm not kidding. They're made from recycled cardboard, and they cut CO2 emissions by a factor of 6. It's lighter, it's greener, eco-friendly drinking is here, folks. And hey, no more broken glass.
Of course, the week itself was just one giant excuse to eat. We had Brownie Day on the 8th, then Pastry Day on the 9th, followed by Lager Day on the 10th, then Bagel Day on the 11th, and to top it all off, Gingerbread Day decorating on the 12th. It was a non-stop marathon of munching.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the moment you've all been waiting for, the grand finale, the absolute peak of weird. These are the most bonkers, baffling, and brilliant blunders that Universe had to offer this week. Let's start with In-N-Out Burger.
who had to officially ban the number 67 from their order tickets. Why? Because a viral math meme was so confusing it was making their employees' brains short-circuit. That's right, a fast food giant was defeated by basic arithmetic.
Then we have the person who swallowed a priceless Fabergé object, which then took a 6-day tour through their entire digestive system before re-emerging. I mean, I have so many questions, I don't even know where to begin.
But humans don't get to have all the fun. A raccoon broke into a liquor store, went on an absolute bender, and was later found passed out cold on a toilet. He is, without a doubt, the booziest bandit in the entire animal kingdom.
And folks, the future is officially now. A woman in San Francisco gave birth in the back of a self-driving Waymo car, an autonomous delivery. You just know that baby's first words are going to be, recalculating route.
Over in New Zealand, a very thirsty seal decided to break into a bar. It did not go well. It caused what officials called a marine mixer mishap. Just a regular Tuesday down under, I guess.
And finally, my favorite story of the week, a Carnival cruise ship descended into utter chaos because of a stink spray. A fart joke. A simple prank escalated into a full-blown, ship-wide meltdown. You just cannot make this stuff up, people.
And that, my friends, was the week. A world where drones dance, AIs argue, and cruise ships riot over bad smells. It's absolutely belly-achingly bonkers, isn't it? And you just know the rest of the universe is out there watching us and just laughing its cosmic butt off.
But hey, what else can you do? You gotta laugh at the absurdity of it all. So chortle on, my friends, because this farce we call life, it is forever. Thanks for stopping by.